Been on a manifestation journey and still feeling frustrated? Still hearing random videos, random tarot card videos where we're hearing that you're not going to get what you want, or your person needs to heal A, B, and C before they can officially come back. But yes, they're thinking of you. Are you hearing things like that within your reality? And are they getting you down? Oh, I'm going to help you with that. But you're going to have to watch the video. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you are all doing fabulous. I hope you are all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. I hope that's what you're doing. So let's start with some basic bitch. If you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching options are in the drop box below. They're in the screens that just went by. I have 2 channel memberships where I go live with my channel members each and every week. I have the exclusive lives group. I go live with them every single Tuesday at 9:30 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. That is a Zhuzh only group. We only talk about success stories and tips and tricks. I have the hot seat / group coaching. I go live with them every single Friday at 9 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. That is the group. You can get your ass in that hot seat and ask me anything specific about your current reality. If you join that group, you have access to both groups. Yes, 2 for 1. I have TikTok, I have Instagram, I have Clapper. You can find me everywhere. I have my other channel called Kimberly's Other Life. Thank you to all of you who have already joined me over there. Very, very much appreciated. All of the information to contact this biatch is in the drop box below. If you're looking for coaching, I do offer the coaching. However, regular coaching is on one hell of a wait list. Just saying. That's why I offer the emergency coaching. Okay? All right. So, today, we are jumping in and revisiting one of Neville's lectures on the Pearl of Great Price. We're going to talk about that again today. I know I've made other videos on it, but we need to revisit it. It's very important. So let's get to it. I want to read a couple things to you. You know, my favorite thing to do. When a strong man fully armed guards his own palace, his goods are in peace. But when one stronger than he assails him and overcomes him, he takes from him the armor in which he trusted and divides his spoil. The very next line, as though it's an afterthought, throws all the light in the world upon that statement. He who is not with me is against me. He who is not with me is my enemy. He is against me. What do we think all of that means, and how the hell is that going to help you today? When you have finally been awoken, arisen, awakened to the knowledge of manifestation, that knowledge of knowing that your imagination is God or universe, higher power, source energy, moonbeams. When you are in the awareness of knowing that the connection to God completely is your imagination or universe. I'm going to say it again. I really want you to hear it. When you now know what your imagination is and what you can do with your imagination, what you have been doing with your imagination, that's the pearl. That's the pearl of great price. And I imagine, I don't know about you, but I know me. When I first found manifestation, I was still holding on to old beliefs. Some of them based off, religion. I was raised Catholic. Some based in Catholicism. and some also based in the world of astrology and more. If you've been around me for long enough, then you know numerology was the the thing that I claimed ruined my life, because I believed it. I believed something I read about myself and numerology when I was in my very early 20s. It ruined me. And what message I received in that numerology reading was something along the lines of, you're going to have a string of shitty relationships and none of them are going to last more than 2 years. Have a good day. And my young-minded, limited, victim state self, she believed that. She believed that so wholeheartedly that that's exactly what she experienced for the next couple, nearly 3 decades. I do think it ruined me. Now, is it numerology's fault? No, it's mine. But I didn't know any better, and I didn't know what my mind was doing. I had no idea of the power within my imagination. I didn't know. But we all know now. I know now. And I am willing to sell everything for that pearl. Meaning, I don't subscribe to astrology, to numerology, to tarot reading, to anything else out there that I can't think of off the top of my head for this video. I don't subscribe to any other belief system outside of who I know I am. My awareness is in the knowing that my imagination is Christ, or my imagination is universe, right? Now, this isn't about me trying to get you to not believe in anything else other than what manifesting with Kimberly is telling you. What I'm saying is, I look at everything on the outside of me within my reality as manifestation or reflection of self, me. So other belief systems per se, so we'll call it astrology for now for the sake of the conversation, or tarot card readings, psychic readings. They are outside of me, have no power over me, cannot dictate to me what my life experience will be, cannot dictate to me what I shall or shall not manifest. They are none of that. Nothing is outside of me. I am in control of where I place my awareness. So are you. Now, again, I really want this made clear. I am not judging you if you love your daily tarot card readings. I look at those as, that's a placebo. There is no power in those cards. There is no power in the person reading you or defining to you what the cards are saying. The only person in the equation with any kind of power is yourself. And tarot readings are doing nothing but reflecting who you're being. More likely, one of your fears. Just saying. It's who you're being in that moment. Okay? But I understand that there are things out in this 3D world that can serve as our placebo. So, for example, I know that there are some of us out there who love our crystals, rocks, crystals, and look at individual, all different types of crystals and things like that, minerals. And they, you know, I can't think of anything offhand, but I know there are some out there that is equated to bringing in money or bringing in love. So someone that is maybe, you know, had a bracelet made out of said crystal, that makes that person feel I'm a better manifester with it. I don't care. I see nothing wrong in that. So long as you know who you really are, which is pure unadulterated consciousness, and it's really you doing all the manifesting, and it's really you with the power, not the damn crystal. I don't care. Again, I see no harm. See what I mean? So this video isn't to convince you to not use your crystals anymore. This video is, there's nothing outside of you. Everything is reflection to you, right? Everything's reflection of your beliefs, who you believe you are. And if you don't currently have what it is specifically that you're manifesting, and you run by tarot card readings or you run by a psychic and you tap into your old habits that are from a fear version of yourself, a victim self, there's nothing outside of you, my friend. Don't let a shitty tarot card reading or your shitty old belief system make you feel like there's anything outside of you, because there isn't. I also know that sometimes doubtful, opposing thoughts are really frustrating, and they can feel really real. Certain states of consciousness can feel so overwhelmingly real that we even struggle with the idea of manifestation. I know those states. I've been in them too. But this video is your reminder. Outside of Poop's chewing, of course. I'm sure you all can hear what a loud eater Poop is. She's going to town on a treat right now, for the love of God. Yeah, there we go, Poop. Thanks. Anyway, when we rely on things that are outside of us, we're giving our power away. We're forgetting who we are. Doubtful thoughts can make us question that. I know that from my own personal experience. So I want you to bookmark this video to serve as the video you watch to rejudge you. There is no power in your 3D. You are it. All you have to do to sincerely change your life is tap into your imagination. And through your imagination, choose to be the self, the version of you, that has whatever it is you're manifesting. Choose that, and I'm telling you, things will change. The Bible itself has countless examples of God, higher power, source energy, universe, Jesus, telling us what to do with our mind and pointing out to us that believing in things created by man, 3D, then we are not with God. Now, I don't mean that as a message like some crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs religious person saying you have to believe what I believe. What I'm saying is you are choosing to step out of that awareness and you're believing in an outside source. Therefore, you're taking your focus away from the truth of your imagination is God, is Christ. That's who you are. You are God, higher power, source energy, universe. Did I say that yet? Moonbeams. Manifested in human form. Choosing to be the concept of Kimberly, or whatever your name is. And from that, choosing to be a particular version of that self. That's who you are. Everything else is manifested experience. Nothing more. The true reality isn't here. It's you. So when outside things, including if you're manifesting a specific person, including your specific person straight up telling you they don't want a relationship anymore. Anything on the outside telling you you cannot have your desire is fear manifested. Your fear manifested. And not only is it just a fear, it's a fear based off a belief of yours, but it's not a fact. It's just a manifestation, which can be changed by leaving that reality, of course. And you do that by deciding who you are. But a tarot deck, a psychic, an astrology report, My favorites are the ones that say which signs mesh together well. And don't get me wrong, I can see where Taurus gets along with Pisces quite well. My best friend is a Pisces. I'm a Taurus Gemini cusp. Thank you very much. So I can't be pinned down to just one sign. I can see the fun in, whatever your sign is, you seeing how you fit the description. But let's keep it real. You could read through every astrology sign and see how you have a little bit of something from every single one, right? And then what's the answer to that? Well, then we hear, well, Kim, it's more than just your sun sign. It's more than just your sun sign. You got to do a full report so you can see how there's all different signs involved in who you are. Then how the hell are you telling me what's good enough or what's a good match for a Taurus? Do you see what I'm saying? The same argument just ruins itself. I'm teasing on that because I used to literally not date people if they didn't fit what the astrology community said was good for a Taurus, not knowing for years that there's a reason why you don't feel like you're a Taurus, because you're a Taurus cusp. You're a little bit Gemini. I'm a lot more Gemini, to be honest with you. I see no harm in believing I'm Taurus Gemini cusp, but I won't let an astrologer tell me if my SP is a good match, because that's relying on something outside of me. And if I am in charge of what I experience in the 3D world, if what I believe about myself, about my person, about love, about relationships, if I allow someone on the outside to dictate to me what I can or cannot believe, or what I can or cannot experience, that is not being with God or universe, higher power, source energy, moon beings. That's me believing in separation. That's me believing in outside controls, higher powers. Do you see what I'm saying? There's nothing outside of you. You are the consciousness that has manifested this world for yourself and your reality. There's never anything to fear. It isn't a sign from the universe that the tarot reader said it's going to take 100 years for you guys to get back together. That is a reflection of your fear. Probably the fear of not being able to manifest your specific person, or the fear that it's going to take too long. There's the reflection of that. That's it. I'm making this video because I get asked questions like this all the damn time, and it makes me feel bad for people. It makes me feel bad because I was someone who used to fear things like that. Oh my God. The astrology report says I won't make a good match with another, Gemini. Oh my God. I can't be in this relationship. I'm sorry, you're Gemini. I'm Taurus cusp. I can't. But if I had fixated and festered and being afraid of certain sun signs, well, then I would manifest the experience. And therefore what? That astrologer was right. Oh my God, they were right. I was someone that believed in that shit too. There's no other power than you and your sexy little imagination. You're it. You're all of it. And I know that can be frustrating when we don't necessarily see with our 3D human eyeballs our exact desire sitting in front of us. But if you keep choosing to be the you that has it, it will unfold right onto it. Yes, it will, because your 3D's always reflecting and validating you. Always. So great is this pearl, so valuable, it takes everything that you own to buy it. Now, you don't go and liquidate your stocks and bonds. You don't sell your homes. You don't sell anything in the world of Caesar, the 3D. But it takes everything that you now believe in other than it to pay for it. You believe in astrology? You got to sell it. You believe in numerology, in teacup leaves, and all these things? No matter what you believe in as a power to control you, you've got to sell it. It takes the belief, all these beliefs, and you've got to sell them. No one will buy them from you, but you give them up as valueless. Therefore, there's no price attached, no value whatsoever. But you can't hold on to one thing you now believe in as a power that controls your life and still hope to buy the pearl of great price. Everything you now believe in, whether it be even the drugs that you take, even the things, the diets. If you're a vegetarian and you think that's the way to God, if you're a meat eater and you think that's the way to God, if you're a non-smoker, non-drinker, and that's the way to God, or if you're a smoker and a drinker and that's the way to God, there is no way to God but Christ. I am the way. There is no other way. Way to what? To everything in this world, but especially to the Father. No one comes unto the Father but me. And here he defines it, that he is the only way in the world to everything in this world that you and I seek. And it takes everything that we own as to beliefs that we think are powers to guide our life to pay for that pearl of great price. If you think for one moment you can hold on to one little thing in the event this doesn't work, you can't buy the pearl. And so when I buy the pearl, I go all out and I live by it. And there is no other being in this world, just the pearl, and I live by it. And this pearl is your own wonderful human imagination. That's Christ. And on that note, you've already got Christ. You've already got your imagination. Believe in that and utilize it. Get into your imagine. Imagine your life exactly the way you want it and return to that. Tell yourself that you are the new version of yourself that doesn't have limited beliefs, that believes that you are having the most amazing, loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. You are having the biggest bank account. You've never felt better in your life. You love the way you look. You love your life. It's so easy for you to make friends. It's so easy for you to find the most amazing jobs. Imagine yourself as living the life you want. That's Christ. And that is exactly what is going to bring you what you want. If you fall out, you return. And on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. Is that treat so tasty? Is it so good? Is it? Are you so happy? Thank you for eating your treat right in the middle of my video. Thank you. Pretty girl. She's so proud of herself. She's doing a little dance. You're so pretty. You're so pretty.